was a group decision between Sony, Tom Rothman, who's the head of the movie studio for Sony, and Kelly Marcel, myself, and the producers on Venom. That when we were looking for a director, once we'd written the script, Kelly had written the script. And who would be the best director that we thought to bring this to life, you know? And there were many names brought out and put in the hat, and one that we put in and were all united upon agreeing was Andy Serkis, because of two basic reasons. Let's say one, he has all the ability and capability as a director, because you know he showed his internship and apprenticeship by working with Peter Jackson on The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, etc. On second unit, he's taking helm of the camera under apprenticeship. He's directed his own films, from Breathe to The Jungle Book, and he has the Imaginarium, which deals with motion capture. And he, on the other hand of that range, has also delivered some of the greatest fantasy characters in animation and CGI or motion capture developed characters that we've seen in the last 15, 20 years. So, and then also personally, I think he's lovely, and he has he's arguably one of the best actors of our generation. He understands and has a language that I understand to speak as a professional in the workplace, and he could hold the space. And this wasn't out of his wheelhouse. And he's got such a wonderful way of looking at things that he just is a perfect fit. So I asked him, with the blessing, if he was something that he would be interested in doing. So I really just a messenger, rather than I asked Andy Serkis to be the director. I just a messenger from the company. There is an element of this, but I think they're already married in many ways. I think I don't think Annie has a chance with Eddie, because with Venom is there's no space. It's like one man and his dog, you know, like they're so bonded that there's no room for any other relationship but Eddie and Venom, you know. They're both doomed to be together, but also they bring out the best in each other. They are the odd couple. And I think their love is unique, you know. I think it is a love story, but it's a peculiar love story. And it has many tales and human stories or experiences of the concepts of love, and in its functional form and its dysfunctional form and its obscure form, and the love that we have for friendship and the care that we have for one another, and sometimes, you know, love is doing something that you don't really want to do for somebody you don't particularly like, but you do it because you love them. The fight is very important for them. We wanted this movie to have moved forward from the first, and to understand how Eddie and Venom have been living together and how difficult it must be to live with each other. And it's an unusual relationship. Not many people live with an alien in them, and an alien that needs things that Eddie doesn't want him to do, like eat people's heads. And so the argument is basically showing that they find it difficult to live together, and that they can't live together if they're both going to serve only their own individual needs. That they have to find some way of integrating and living in harmony. But at this point in the story, neither of them are getting their individual needs fulfilled, and they haven't found a compromise. So they argue and they fight and they split up. Yeah, well, Woody is not scary at all. Unless you upset Woody, and I'm sure he can be scary. I don't want to deny him his ability to be scary. I'm sure he can be. But he's such a lovely man, such a talented artist, and such a kind, noble soul. So his ability to transform in character and performance is unique and special. I think he was wonderful as Cletus, but also as Carnage as well. And he understood transformation and dramatics and theater and timing and the ability to deliver a nuanced and truthful villain who was scary and unpredictable, but also with a delicious sense of humor. He's a wickedly funny man. This is a question which is very interesting. Sony is such an interesting company, and it has so many possibilities, and it can make so much happen. It makes software and hardware. It makes everything from the PlayStation. It has movies it can make. It has the ability to integrate and create by communicating with all departments in a way to do something so big that anything is possible. That's what I love working for them for, you know? That there is a world where artistically, I would love to see Spider-Man and Venom work together, and I'm focused on this. I would love this to happen. But there's many things that need to be done in order for that to happen, and so I'm just a very small part in the equation, and I do have ideas, and I'm sure, you know, and I'd love to work on that. So I would do anything, yes, to see that happen and manifest. But nobody's asked me, and nobody's going to ask me. I'm just the guy that plays Venom.